Meta reported earnings earlier this evening, I should say, and they're up almost 7%, right? They've reached $700. If you take the last week or so, right, I think they caught up with about 10% in the last week, if I'm not wrong, and they're going up another 7% after us. So if you look up the last 5 days, actually, let's look up the if you look at January 20th, which is what, a week ago, they were $604 and they closed today at 668, which is over 10% higher. And then if you take after hours activity, they're only 7% up. So over $715 right now. So that's if you took from a week ago, $115 over $600. That's what, 18%? Yeah, 60, maybe not, maybe almost like, yeah, 18%, give or take 18%, right? That's how much they've gone up in the last 1 week. I mean, that's incredible. So if you did have Meta as a position, you're probably happier. But the thing I want to share was the last earnings, they had pretty good numbers as well, right? They reported good earnings for the most part, right? It's beating Wall Street estimates at the top and bottom line. But the last earnings, they plunged over 10%. And after the earnings as well, they continued to plunge. They dropped from a little over $750 to, I don't know, to maybe like 620, and they dropped all the way to $585 as well. That was like over a 20%, well, yeah, more than a 20% drop, right? It was 22% drop. And it's not because they had poor numbers, they had good numbers. They beat earnings per share and they also beat revenue. But the thing was, they said that they're going to spend a fair bit of money on AI expenditure. The capex is going to not reduce, which hasn't changed today either, which is what's interesting. I think today's report, I have to look carefully. Yeah, look at this, right? They say that they expect 2026 expenses to be close to $170 billion. I mean, that's a lot of money, right? But clearly, the market's reacting to it very differently today. Now, again, nobody can time the market. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. But this is something I want to share personally because both the reports, just before earnings, the pre-earnings whispers were pretty good both times. It was a lot better, I thought, the last time, right? Again, I'm not a an advisor, so please, treat this as education and entertainment more than anything else. I'm not a professional advisor, and I don't claim to be one. But I just want to share my 2 cents to say that the same thing could happen two times, one quarter after the other, and the market could react to it very differently. I mean, do you agree? Or if I missed something here, just definitely let me know. All right. Thanks.